done.
Hell yeah, girl! Your girl is back in Japan. I am so happy to be back in Japan. This was definitely not the original plan. I was supposed to be on a plane and back home by now, but I got the incredible opportunity to join the Side X driver training program. So of course I had to come right back to Japan, and that means I'm gonna get to do a lot of driving this week, and there's more. This weekend, there's actually a competition series at Ebisu, so I am so pumped. Also, when I was here a week ago, Ebisu was closed. I did not get to go to my favorite place. And since Summer Matsuri is over, usually all the tracks are not open, especially not Nishi, which is actually my favorite track at Ebisu. But guess what? Randomly, Tuesday, Nishi is open, which is unheard of, especially after a Matsuri where it was just open the entire weekend. So it really can't get better than this, y'all. It really can't. Look how tiny the roads are to Ebisu. Yes, this is a road for 2 ways of traffic. Wild. They have little pullover areas that you can go over to move out of the way for oncoming traffic. I don't know what you do when you're at this part though. I guess someone has to decide who's doing what. Oh my gosh, it's so tiny. This is why they have so many tiny cars in Japan. We are here, guys.
Open like very rarely.
So we just picked up our card, and although I didn't get to drive Ebisu at all when I was here a week ago, in unusual situations or circumstances, there are 5 tracks open, including Nishi today, which is incredible because the Matsuri just finished, and usually like all the tracks are gonna be closed.
Yeah.
So the Ebisu gods have looked out for me, and now I get to drive here with the entire Sideways Side X crew, which is gonna be awesome. And I wanted to reintroduce you guys to Steph. You guys met her during Fall Matsuri, showcased her pink 350Z. It actually has a very similar setup to my Z back home. GK mini kit?
Yeah, I got the GK Tech kit, and then the boys have just switched my arms, I think, to Serial 9.
Okay. So I don't have the arms, but we have the same angle kit. Both of our Zs are pink, and she shreds all over Ebisu. But one thing that you guys probably didn't know, because I've never mentioned it on my videos before, is that Steph is actually the boss woman, boss lady behind Sideways. I feel like I'm kind of exposing you.
Yeah,
because,
a little bit,
because a lot of people don't know that, and I think it's so badass.
I just hide. I like to hide a little bit. And I just wander around, and sometimes people know, but generally they don't.
I mean, it's pretty incredible. Sideways and Sidex has been a huge, massive part of every single one of my Japan experiences in here at Ebisu. And I think it's incredible that you are the boss woman behind it and also shreds on track. I think it'd be helpful for people to know. Can you let us know in simple form what is Sideways and Sidex?
Okay.
The difference.
Okay. So Sideways is the drift school, and so that's where anyone wants to hire cars, get tuition, run a school. That's what Sideways does. That's what we excel in.
And you have JZX 100 and 350Zs.
Yeah.
That you can drive here on any of the courses for the most part.
Yeah, whatever's open on the day, or if it's for a school, we tend to hire tracks, so we try and hire Nishi out or whatever we can do.
Yeah.
And then SideX does the mechanical and the customer support stuff for the series and the people that already own their own cars or want to buy their own.
So for me, with my pink JZX 100, then I drive under Sidex, helping run, operate, storage, and really just facilitating this entire Japan experience.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Especially when you're not here, you're not on the ground, you don't know where to buy a car, where to store it, how to make sure it gets to the track. Like logistics and everything in Japan can be very, very complicated.
Oh yeah. So I let Fausto do his thing. He can look after all that. But I look after Sideways.
Awesome. And Sideways, the red Sideways JZX 100 that I drove in the last Japan video, that is also part of their fleet. They have a few other ones that are stock turbo, right? Stock power JZX 100 versus like the red one was bigger turbo.
Yeah.
And then stock 350Zs.
Yeah.
Stock power. So reliable, a lot of seat time, and just come experience Japan tracks, which is amazing. I explained a little bit of why, or part of the main reasons why I decided to come back here. You guys are experimenting with like driver training programs and run an FD team.
Just released kind of like our advanced school, but now we're also looking at doing like advanced driver training that's like one-on-one rather than in a group setting. We're just exploring our options, trying to get people like up to that next level so more people can kind of compete and go in confident rather than like struggle for the first few comps and lose out on seat time and stuff. Because like obviously if you're in Japan, you've got heaps of seat time if you're at Ebisu. Yeah. But anywhere else in the world, you're probably going to have to work a bit harder.
And one more thing that the Sideways family does is compete in FD Japan, which is a huge deal and really, really cool. They have 2 cars, both competing in the equivalent class for US of Pro 1 and Pro 2.
Yeah. It's just FDJ or FDJ 1 maybe.
So in the first class is Fausto, second one is Mesmer, running both your cars.
Yep.
I wanted to explain that properly because you guys are in every single one of my videos here in Japan, and you guys do so many different things. So I wanted to have a full explanation and fully expose Steph on camera for being the boss lady. I just swapped out the transmission, so I have a brand new transmission, and I'm going to try and be on my best behavior to make this one last. We're about to go head over to a Nishi course. I'm not sure if it's short or long, but we'll find out when we get there and do our first few laps back to Ebisu. like at least half of the garages, and there's a ton, are full. There's a ton of cars on track right now. This is sick. I got so lucky. It almost feels like a little mini Matsuri. This is sick. Ebisu have officially been gone through. First few laps at Ebisu, just ripping on Nishi. I love this place. I definitely need to get used to my car again. So I have a new angle kit on it. It's the same one that was on the red sideways JZ100 that I drove at Link in the last Japan video. It just feels a little different on my car, probably just as I'm used to my car and how it used to feel. So I'm gonna get used to that, but it definitely has a lot better self-steer than my other kit. I had just like reverse knuckles or something, just what the car came with, and I never changed it for the past 3 Matsuris. So I'm gonna get used to that and then get back out there. This is honestly crazy. This is like a full-on mini Matsuri. This never happens, and this is the most amazing thing that could ever happen. This is part of the driver training program. I'm just doing a bunch of laps with Vesper, and we're focusing on my chase. Because I feel like my chase is the weakest thing about my driving, and I get really frustrated, and I really don't know what to do. I've never had like proper training on chase. So he's going to be running, between him and Fausto, just doing a bunch of lead laps so I can keep working on it. But for here, you're talking about entry.
Just staying close on the entry.
Yeah.
If you get gapped on an entry, you're done. You're playing catch up the whole time. It looks terrible.
Yeah.
If you're close on them the whole time, it's gonna make your life a lot more easy. So if I swing out there, I want you driving to the door as I'm brushing over your front nose and then entering at the same time down the hill. But you know I'm not gonna get on the handbrake down the hill. So even if you do need to check up on the handbrake, because you got that extra jump on me, you're gonna have more speed because I'm swinging into it like this, and you're accelerating into it. If you handbrake it, you're still gonna be able to get there.
I think once I'm there, I think I'm taking too long to get on throttle, because then I'm getting gapped right here.
Yeah.
And then I'm playing catch up here.
Yeah.
And I'm here, And then I'm not giving space for that other corner. And
Okay.
then I'm playing catch up.
Okay, so once you get down to the bottom of the corner, if you're wheel on wheel, you're in the wrong spot. So if you're getting close to that switching zone, what I need you to do is actually slightly come back a bit. That way I can switch and then you're switching not before me, not on this corner, because otherwise you're gonna dive so far to the inside just because of the style of corner it is. But then you're just gonna, when I switch, you're gonna try to switch with me and then get on the gas and go bang. When you drive into somebody, you're gonna have to slow down somehow. You may have to just go bang on the handbrake, foot brake, and then get on it with me.
Yeah.
You can try the left foot brake thing,
Yeah.
but I find in chases with the stock masters, they're not that nice to left foot brake.
It's too aggressive, yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Just feel like your car's gonna over rotate.
yeah, it's just they don't feel good. Once I'm in a corner, like fully in the corner,
Yeah.
around like a long hairpin, that's when I just might modulate the left foot brake a bit. That's what the left foot brake is good for as well. It's just like letting the car stall up and then coming off it and letting the car.
So when you surge, do you do like clutch surges often? Or is it just gas?
Try to set the car up, especially these, not the need heavy clutch surges.
Yeah.
If you're on a very similar line, which is how they kind of want you to chase in FD, they don't want front wheel on front wheel, which is probably be a lot of heavy clutch surges. If they want you on the same line, hit the same cliff but be close, you're best just trying to set the car up to just do it on throttle. And if you get too close, you may just. Sometimes I just slip the clutch a little bit.
over the next few days.
I feel like we can make that happen. Dude.
I just want to formally introduce you guys to Neve. She's who I was just driving with.
Hello.
And
I'm Neve.
we're gonna be able to drive together this weekend along with Steph. Actually, all week.
Yeah.
I think the track is usually closed on Wednesdays as well, and it's randomly open.
So you're actually telling me right now that it's open tomorrow? Because I was going to get my
It's
car done
open.
tomorrow.
No,
But now I'm
no,
going to
no,
have
no,
to do
no.
an all-nighter.
Tonight. So what happened?
I drifted all Saturday night, no problems. Like
Somewhere in
going
Surrey, by the way.
I'm
So
not Surrey.
so chaos.
chaos.
Yeah.
Like North Course Wall all night till 12 p.m. Didn't hit
I
it.
saw your North Course laps. They were sick.
Thank you. I was happy with it. I was trying to hit it. I didn't hit it. And then the next day, I had a few things to fix on my car. Didn't drive until like 2 o'clock. Went out to school, played around for a bit, and then went down to Minami because I seen it was open. I did like 4 laps. I had wire out of my tire like this far. Didn't realize. Flicked it over the hill into like a little bit of the dirt, a little bit of the bull tires, a little bit of I overshot it, and then just rear and then the front. So.
You said it's not as bad as it looked.
No,
right?
it's not. It's just I bent the
cross member and the tension rod bracket. So I'm gonna get a new relocated cross member tonight and fix that.
But if we can just,
We'll meet in the
if we
middle.
can merge driving personalities, I think we'd be the ultimate, the ultimate driver.
Perfect in between, the balance.
Yeah, we were just saying how like she has a tendency to maybe overshoot things when you're first going out or like warming up.
Yeah.
And then I have a tendency to take longer to work my way up, so I'll undershoot things. So we just need to merge
Yeah.
and together.
So I'm
perfect.
overconfident, you're like
Underconfident,
underconfident.
yeah. Exactly.
And this is how you get forms.
Thank you for driving with me. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you for joining me. That was fun. That was super cool.
I don't know if you guys realize how lucky I am. The fact that there are this many people and that Nishi's open and that the track is open on a Wednesday, which most tracks are always closed on a Wednesday tomorrow. This is just a sign. I was meant to come back to Japan. I am so beyond stoked, so grateful for Sideways crew, Sidex crew, just letting me experience this with them. That is officially day one of my Sideways driving training experience. Super stoked to be here and just really excited to keep driving pretty much every single day this week.